Hello and welcome to Journey to the Savage Planet. This is the first game by Typhoon Studios and it's published by 505 Games. And as a first game, I'm pretty sure I can safely say this is Triumph. Like, not even just if this was their 10th game, it would still be a Triumph because it's pretty much awesome. In terms of what kind of game it is, like what genre, I think exploration adventure game might be apt. You could call it a metroidvania, but I'm hesitant to do so because both Metroid and Castlevania were 2D platformers. And while there's a lot of platforming in this game, it is, as you see, a first-person kind of game. So I'm hesitant, but, well, your mileage may vary. In terms of story, you're sent to a planet all on your own. You can create a meat buddy, though, and that's how you get co-op. But ostensibly, you're all alone in your little ship here. You crash land, naturally, because Kindred Enterprise, I think they're called, Kindred Aerospace, they don't really know what they're doing. And you kind of get that feeling just from looking around. And, like, well, their computer interface is kind of... yeah. I'm not really sure if, like, childish is a good term for it. I don't know. It kind of feels like they're stuck in the 80s, but yeah. Also, they don't seem to care about you at all. But be that as it may, they did give you a computer, so that's nice of them. And it has an AI. And it's KOS. I think the computer is called, like, ECO. EKO, and the operating system is KOS, which for me has always stood for Kill on Sight, because I play the online, and yeah. They also do have, like, you get video messages.
My name is
from Martin Tweed,
President and CEO of Kindred Aerospace. Thank you for joining the Pioneer program.
I'm not sure I had a choice, to be honest.
For almost 30 years, Kindred has been
30 years?
to help humanity expand beyond the confines of Earth. And I am excited to announce that many industry observers now consider us the 4th best interstellar exploration company.
I'm gonna stop you there. Possibly there are only 4, so maybe don't take a lot from that. Also, 30 years. Travel from one planet to another. Doesn't make much sense. Also, no shower, really? Wow. Oh yeah, they do send other video messages as well. Yeah, they're ads. Like, I don't even know if I'm getting paid to be on this planet, and they're sending ads, like, scummy monetization issues, I think.
Simulate a virtually unlimited number of foods and beverages in your mouth and straight into your stomach for maximum satisfaction with exemplary convenience. With tastes, flavors, and textures like beef chicken, chili bacon burger, sunny mayonnaise, chives, baked beef, Parmesan cheese.
Well, at least it's not moving, I suppose. Yeah, that's this stuff. In the game, it's just called bait, because if you throw it on the ground, creatures will generally tend to just go straight in and eat it all. But I wouldn't eat it if I were you. Suckage Farms. Okay. Go moving quickly along. They also gave you a 3D printer. And about this arrow here, that kind of threw me for a loop, because when you start the game, you wake up here and you're greeted with this. And the game tells you to use a computer. Where do you think you go first? Right? You go here. But this is the 3D printer. It's for your upgrades, and you can see the journal here as well as, you know, basically a Wikipedia of stuff in the game. But mainly to upgrade things. Now, I can upgrade a few things if I want. You get a gun pretty quickly in the game because The AI realizes very quickly that, yeah, things are not what they seem. You need a gun. Fast reload, I can get both of these, I think. So let's... Now, I started playing this game at 2 p.m. today when it launched. And before I knew it, it was 7 p.m. And yeah, I was supposed to release a video at 9 p.m. Yeah, that didn't happen. It's captivating. It's one of those games where you pick it up and then hours go by and you feel like you've done so much yet so very little. And yeah, so let's just get outside. You have a teleporter. I'm pretty sure it kills you, but let's go right outside and watch our spaceship. Like I said, you get a gun.
Let's start exploring. As stated in Employee Handbook Section 23498YA, you must catalog the flora and fauna of this planet, explore it in its entirety, and report back on its potential suitability for human settlement. At this point, we are unsure of the specific obstacles you will face, but the more data you provide to Kindred through your scanning tools, the more appropriate blueprints we'll be able to send you. On behalf of everyone at Kindred, both biological and autonomous, we wish you good luck.
Thank you, Eco, for that
Cartographers have
report.
identified a series of very unusual structures at the core of this planet. While our earlier data indicated a rogue planet, this now appears to be incorrect. This is a radical
You sent me to a rogue
discovery,
planet?
and while you must continue to catalog the planet, Kindred requests that you pay extra attention to anything that appears unnatural or constructed. I have placed a marker at a point of particular interest to our scientists.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it right there. Big honking tower in the sky that appears to be... Let's see. Oh, well, the scanner didn't do much in that. It appears to be structures. Like artificial structures in the clouds. Also, the clouds move in a very weird way. Yeah, they sent me to a rogue planet. That seems very inadvisable. Anyway, yeah, you start here. This is your ship. It's crash landed, which is obviously not good. And yeah. In terms of abilities, though, you get a sprint from the get-go and a slide that is very generous. And after about an hour or so, I got a double jump. That doesn't feel like it's a spoiler. The reason I didn't start with my main playthrough is because I've unlocked quite a few abilities, and I feel like that would be spoilerific. Yeah, we have a gun. Has 8 shots right now. And we also have a slap button and a kick if we're close enough. Let's go see if we can find some creatures. I'm hesitant to be... I mean, they're just way too cute. Also, the game goes out of its way to tell you that they love you. And that it's cold. Aww. Also, what's that? That's grub. Like I said, throw it on the ground. They go nuts. This will heal you. Make sure you always know where one is in a boss fight, because they do show up there very nicely. And we have a dedicated kick button, right? I did not mean to do that. Then again, the game will... you will be required to kill those from time to time, and I'm really sorry, but that's just the way it is. I started in this Winter Wonder wasteland, and all of the trailers and ads I'd seen of the game was in something more closely resembling that over there. So I kind of felt like, wait, did they change the art direction of the game? Which is, by the way, awesome, either way. But no, you start in this, snowy wasteland, and then you go into more verdant spheres. Also, the game tells you pretty quickly what abilities you'll get. But I think I just heard something roar. Like, if we look at that right there, it says it's a grapple flower. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm getting a grapple hook eventually then. In this playthrough, I don't have it yet, but yeah. Also, you can see that glimmering little, there's something shiny right there. Yeah, even if I don't have the ability, this will show up, like, at ridiculous distances. I'm pretty sure if I zoom in on certain parts over there, I'll be able to spot, like... Yeah. You see it also with healing items. And yeah, it kind of gets obnoxious after a while when, like, you see a wall and there's 7 different, like... Is that a face up there? Close enough. Yeah, 7 different, like, glimmering points of interest, and you're like, okay, yeah, so I'm gonna climb that eventually. Nice of you to tell me, essentially. So, yeah. Now, in terms of why this planet is like this, they don't know. They really don't know. They, Kindred Aerospace, when they sent you here, they thought this was a normal planet. Rogue planet, which I'm kind of salty about. But a normal planet, nonetheless. Like, there's a sun now, so why would they think it's a rogue planet? Oh well. Rogue solar system, maybe? No. Don't know that there is such a thing. Because that would imply we're between galaxies right now, and I don't think that's the case. Anyway, enemies are more easy to hit. These guys, when they see you though, double jump, they can get ridiculously accurate with their... See, let's get him to attack me. Yeah. Right. That didn't seem like it would hit you, right? But I've been hit many times by these guys, especially if they're like 2 or 3 at the same time attacking me. Yeah, also, yeah, let's go into that later. So, yeah, there's one enemy in particular that I've had a lot of trouble with. If he's standing over there by the opening there and rolls up to attack me, then even if I had the dodge boost ability, he still hit me every single time. So he starts rolling, I jump this way. Oh, I had the dodge boost right now. Cool. He still hits me, even if he goes like this way here. He swerves and hits me immediately. So the boost is literally useless when fighting against him. Then again, if you use this, which looks like a poop, throw it on the ground, and then have him run into it, yeah, he'll be stuck for a bit. So, yeah. All on the other hand, make sure you hit him, or hit where he will be, because otherwise you'll probably end up walking into your own goop. And that's not the sentence I ever want to say again. Yeah. Also, I just explained another set of abilities you have. Items. These come with a grapple hook, but you have to like throw them on certain walls in order to create a hook. I can still carry them for some reason though. So, whoa, yeah, the game respawns enemies. Oh, I'd completely missed that. Yeah, the respawn system is a little borked, if you ask me. But I guess you could say, like, yeah, it's the alien technology of the planet that's making it happen. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's still annoying when it happens like that and 3 enemies spawn at once. But what can you do? Also, this is how you get resources other than killing enemies. You can either shoot it or go up and use it. Either way, resources for days. And things like these crystals don't give you anything, which is a little bit annoying. Could have given you at least a little carbon, right? Also, let's get rid of that and that and that. Let's reload. Now, where do I want to go? There are teleporters out in the world. For some reason, you can use them, even though you are not alien yourself. That's a teleporter over there, and there's a red one there because I haven't activated it yet. And yeah, that was kind of annoying because in my main playthrough, I kept seeing these and not realizing what they were, and also, what are you? Wow, you're literally just a texture. Yeah, it's pretty, I mean, budget as heck, but awesome. Also, kinda don't want to go near that rock now. Yeah, so those are teleporters. And again, you find out pretty early on where they are if you figure out that they're like teleporters. And yeah, there's one there, there's one there. We have one, like I said, right over there. And also, I just heard a lot of screaming. Okay. Show yourself, please. That kind of screaming is not good for you. Yeah, I mean, I would get out of breath as well if I kept screaming like that. Whoa. Occasionally you will hear screaming or roaring more like. Still don't really know where that comes from, even after 6 or 7 hours, so it's probably something humongous. The range of your gun is pretty long as well, so that's a good thing. Yeah, I know you're scared of me. Let's scan you at least.
It thinks you're gonna kill it. Aw, how accurate.
Pretty much. Also, what was this?
A plump citrus fruit favored by the frugivores of this planet.
It, like, loves you. Oh, that's cute. What's this? Ah. This is how you upgrade your health. First, you need to eat 1, then you need to eat 2, then you need to eat 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it kind of goes up pretty quickly after a while. But let's see if I have enough to get an upgrade. No. And you. Also, in terms of, like, voice acting, I mean, we've heard the AI, we've heard Mr. whatever, Tweed was his name, and you just heard my main character, who happens to be a female. You can be a dog, if you wish to be, or male. Or I think one of the characters there is, like, Jeremy Clarkson, in a wig and an 80s mustache. Anyway, yeah, there's a character creator of sorts there for you. In my main playthrough, I am naturally a dog. That's... why did you do that? And like I said, there's that, like, glimmering thing that telling me, oh yeah, I'm gonna grapple there at some point. It would be nice if they didn't, like, signpost it that much. Especially not if I don't have the ability yet. Let's see if we can't find something interesting to do. There's that roar again. Yeah, you're all cute. Ah, yes. Double jump. And yeah, there you are. That doesn't sound or look very nice, right? Kinda don't want to get close to it, so let's see what happens if we do that. Yeah, we got 1, and I just used my last grog, so I hope he spots that. Oh, well, that's a good way to get carbon as well. Yes, he did. Good, 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 good. Now then, sorry, little fella. You wasted a lot of blood there, dude. These ones, they don't seem to respawn, even if you reload the game. So, at least you can limit the carnage a little bit, I guess. And generally, like, I've only seen one or two that was, like, really game related. Also, you can't shoot those, but I can jump up and eat it. Get the health.
That thing you picked up looks disgusting. And squishy. And bouncy.
Oh yeah, this. Also, the game will tell you if you're, like, close to a secret. So, if I go here... Secret nearby! Wow, where? Won't tell you, but it's that up there. Yeah. But wait, and then up there... Is it that ledge? Possibly? Well, I probably can't get there anyway. I might be able to get there somehow, but all the way up there, not yet. Needs some kind of high jump, I guess. So you can kind of guess your abilities to some extent. More mining. I'm really bad at aiming. But that's a good time to talk about the controls. It's I would like the ability also glimmering in the distance again, and that's fairly far away. Anyway, I would like the ability to, like, remap the controls, but you only have 2 different versions, and neither is perfect to me. Like, I would rather have this so that reload is the bumper button, but I would have grapple on the left bumper instead of use tool. Use tool couldn't go on the Y button. That's perfect, because you really don't need to use that. And the most of the time when I use a tool, it's to prepare something. So yeah, I usually have more time and don't have to aim at the same time. While I do have to aim at the same time while using the grapple, so yeah, I would change that. But for now, the default controls are fairly good. Video settings, you have everything you need. Windowed full screen, which is awesome. The resolution, my resolution is not that. I'm using 1080 right now. And so I don't know where it got 2160 from, but it did somewhere. I haven't played around with these much. The game looks awesome either way. Audio separate? Nope, no separate at all. You can have presets, but master volume is all you get, sadly. General settings, subtitles, auto track on mission complete. Yeah, we haven't talked much about that. Did your journal here. Primary quest, and yeah, secondary quests. Science experiments, which is not something I have unlocked yet, is kind of important because it ties in with upgrades. Like these ones doesn't really show anything. Anyway, if you look just above LB Journal, it says Rank 1 Junior Explorer. Some upgrades come when you get to Rank 2, and the only way to do that is to finish science experiments. And it can be something like use Binding Bile and trap 4 enemies and kill them within 4 seconds of them getting, like, bound by the bile. Or kill 3 pufferfish with 1 explosion from an alpha puffer bird. Right, so it's not really experiments as much as it's have fun in the world, but you need to do it in order to upgrade certain things. So, yeah, it took me very long to realize that. And then, actually, even one of the, what you would call it, like, you actually need it in order to progress the game at one point, at least one point that I know of, where the game tells you, yeah, you can't get there without this ability, and then you have to figure out how to get the ability, and it's something you get at rank 2, Explorer. So, yeah, it's it was a little bit annoying that the game really didn't tell me that. And yeah. Also, things here are not supposed to, like, destroy somehow are completely impervious to bullets. For some reason. Like, I can destroy that with my hand and stuff it into my face, but shoot it and nothing happens. Very odd. Also, oh, that was just a bullet wound. But the game is it's gorgeous. Also, how did I get back here? That's the beginning of the game. Let's go this way now. Oh, and you as well. Yeah, when you upgrade your health, you also upgrade your stamina at the same time, so everything's good there. Like, you might feel like I'm not, like, running very quickly. Again, yeah, or, like, quickly, no. Now I'm just confusing myself, and you. Like, the stamina in the beginning runs out really quickly, and then once you upgrade to at least 7, you can run for a while, and it's no problem. What did... Yeah, falling tomato. I'm gonna wait. He has the right of way. Thank you. What? Just... Oh. Like, yeah. Somehow I can do that, but I can't shoot it. Very odd. Also, what the hell hurt me? And again... Oh, okay, so it's poison. Well, that makes sense. Kind of. I've been down there, so everything's good. No, there is also one ability I want to talk about because it's the game doesn't really explain it all that well. You get a charged shot, which basically, when you have a full magazine, you press Y or reload again, and it loads up a powerful shot. The game made me think that I was supposed to hold Y in order to charge, probably because it's called charged shot, but yeah, you're not supposed to do that. If you do that, the pistol will just, like, fizzle out, and then you won't be able to use it other than, like, normal shots for a while. Also, that's something down there. Again, I wouldn't have noticed that if not for the glimmering. Yeah, so you're supposed to just, like, press Y, wait a bit, press Y again in order to prime the charged shot, and then you can fire. Yeah, it was a little bit annoying that the game didn't show that very well to me. I feel like I should go up there. Possibly there. No. Yeah, so... is there anything else that I really feel like I should talk about? Yeah, like, in terms of what games it feels like, It kind of feels like Subnautica and Satisfactory, except obviously there's no underwater sections here at all. Not that I have encountered at any rate. And there's no building element to it, but it is like an... Don't interrupt me like that. But both Subnautica and Satisfactory is set on a new verdant planet. And you're, well, Subnautica, you crash land. You weren't supposed to be there at all. I don't think, anyway. But in Satisfactory, you're sent alone to basically terraform the place. Here, you're sent to terraform to a degree. They thought it was a planet, but now it's just a bunch of floating rocks. So they really want to know what it is. And there's some... Occasionally you just hear some screaming in the distance. Yeah, they want to know what it is, and there's some like secrecy involved, like who knows that this planet even exists, who knows that it isn't what it's supposed to be, and who wants to know what the hell that is. And yeah, just be on your guard, I suspect. Also, this zoom is not very effective. But I like the changing weapon. Like transforming weapon. Yeah. Yeah. Floating textures. Wow. That was a frame drop and a half. And then 2 halves of an enemy. Yeah, I think this is a good place. Yeah, this is a good place to stop. I haven't tried it on the GPD Win 2. I will, and then append... Please stop. I don't want to kill you, necessarily, unless you try that again. I'm gonna try it and then append what it looks like on the GPD Win 2. I'm not holding out a lot of hope for it running well, but you never know. So, nice hit. Yeah, it probably won't run that well, but we can try and see what happens. And, yeah, Journey to the Savage Planet. Check it out. I'll see you next time. So, as I thought, the game does not run well on the Win 2 at all. Yeah, but first things first, the audio is extremely choppy in the recording, and it wasn't while I was playing the game. I'm pretty sure the recording software simply didn't get enough resources, because the game is so demanding that it just couldn't record it properly. And playing it, it sounded just fine. But that's basically the only thing that ran fine, sorry. Fun, not really. Maximum of 30 frames per second. Usually it's around 20. There's one point in the video where I get 1 frame per second. And there's also a lot of frame skips, so combat is probably inadvisable. Same thing with platforming, which is really all this game has. And yeah, also in terms of combat, I've never been able to aim a first-person shooter accurately on the Win 2, ever, because the sticks are so short, I think, is the problem. Yeah, so it's really not advisable to play this game. Sad, but it's the sad truth, really. In terms of things you can do, I mean, if... Yeah, Epic Store has a cloud save function, and it worked just fine when I started Win 2 and installed the game. My saves were already there, so if you want to just do some minor maintenance while in your ship, you could do that, like build things. But there's really nothing else to do there except like read your mail and watch the videos and alien research when you get to that. And yeah, all the actual like gameplay you can't really do on the Win 2 accurately or properly, sadly. And so yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.